to the 2024 Perioperative Powerless Interview Series. My name is Carissa Brewster, writer and editor for Whitman Partners. The Powerless Award recognizes perioperative professionals who have been elevated to this complex role due to their business acumen, big picture thinking, and solid clinical foundation. Today we have Marie Herlehy. Welcome, Marie.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. And can you tell us what your current role and facility is?
Absolutely. I'm at Sinai Health, Chicago, which is Mount Sinai Hospital, Holy Cross, and Ogden Commons, our surgery center. And my role there is, and I came in as the executive director for perioperative and ancillary services. And then just recently, in the past 4 months, I also took on an additional role of being the assistant chief nursing officer at Mount Sinai campus.
So my first question for you is, what is your approach to streamlining training processes and skill sets across more than one site?
Sure. So for perioperative services, Periop 101 is very important to us. And we have a kind of a dynamic situation where we have our surgical techs are at the 3 facilities. One, we have surgical techs that are part of a union, and at 2 of the other facilities, they're not. And the reason why I mentioned the surgical techs with nursing is because a lot of times when we have nurses coming in, the education that the nurses are getting is just to circulate and not having an opportunity to scrub. And when we brought in Periop 101, we really wanted to hone in on that skill set for the nurse to know that Mount Sinai is a level 1 trauma center. And there's going to be times when the staff are on call and they need to do all of the roles function in all of those roles. So what we did is created a Periop 101 program. And actually, we used AORN's Periop 101 program. And we have nurses going through that. And surgical techs that are coming on board, we have a relationship with the schools that they were doing their training on site with us, so that we kind of almost do like an extended interview. We see how they kind of work out in our facility. But what we did was that we have that centrally located at our main campus, knowing that the hires could be for our other campuses. More importantly, what we wanted to do was to add exposure to other ancillary or procedural departments, because we think that that's just as important as, having a staff and keeping them within the 4 walls of the facility, as opposed to letting them leave and losing them to a competitor. So we do offer a rotation, not only in day surgery, besides the operating room and PACU, but then also in endoscopy, the cath lab, EP, and wherever else they wanted to go to kind of get exposure to procedural areas. But we know that we wanted that exposure to be robust, so that they can make a great decision for their own careers, and so that we can kind of keep them and retain them. I'll tell you, I absolutely love working at Sinai, and I have to thank Whitman Partners, because it was them that hooked me up there. And it's absolutely fantastic, and it's inspiring to work with people who want to work there because of how but like what Sinai is all about, knowing that they're probably there working alongside somebody and being with that team longer and more than they are with their own family.
So that was a perfect note to end on. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
joining us today.